Alright, it's that exciting moment when you get to pick your blog's name. I get it, choosing the domain name for your blog can feel a bit daunting, but don't worry, I've got some great tips and tricks on how to choose the perfect blog name. And guess what? By the end of this video, I'll drop a tip that could even save you some cash, so don't miss it. Let's dive in. The first tip on how to choose the name for your new blog is to stay on topic. When you're thinking about your blog name, it's super important to make sure it connects with your niche. I mean, it's like the front door to your blog, right? Now, imagine you're starting a blog about healthy recipes and your blog's name is Healthy Eats. It's a no-brainer. People landing on your site instantly know what to expect. They'll think, this place is all about healthy food, just what I'm looking for. That kind of clarity can really pull in the right audience. And here is the thing. It's not just about attracting readers. It's about building trust too. When your blog name lines up with your niche, people trust you more. It's like saying, hey, I know my stuff when it comes to this topic. Trust leads to more engagement and a loyal following. And trust me, that's golden. But it's not just about the readers. If you're thinking about making some cash from your blog, brands and advertisers love niche-specific blogs. Your blog's name can be a magnet for partnerships and sponsored deals. Now, about those keywords. If your blog's name is all about your niche, it's easy to sneak in some of those juicy keywords. But here is a tip. Don't go crazy specific. I mean, who knows how your blog might grow, right? You don't want a name that locks you into just one thing. So, for example, if you're starting with a blog about broccoli dishes, don't call it everything broccoli. I mean, what if in a few months you're all about carrots? You'd be stuck in broccoli town and that would get old really fast. So yeah, keep it niche related, but not too laser focused. Your blog's got to grow with you. Moving on to the next tip, think SEO. Thinking about SEO when picking your blog's name is like giving it a little extra boost. It can actually help you get found more easily on search engines, which is a big deal. Let's say you've got this awesome food blog in mind and you're all about sharing delicious recipes. Now, imagine your blog's name is something like Tasty Kitchen Recipes. See what I did there? By including recipes in your name, you're sending a signal to search engines like Google that your blog is all about recipes. And guess what? When someone out there Googles quick and easy pasta recipes or healthy breakfast recipes, your blog has a better chance of showing up in the search result. It's like a secret code that tells search engines, hey, my blog's got the good stuff you're looking for. So if your blog's name naturally includes a keyword that's related to your niche, like recipes for a food blog, you're already one step ahead in the SEO game. And the more relevant your keywords are to your niche, the higher the chances you'll pop up when people search for content like yours. Plus, it can help you connect with your readers who are looking for exactly what you're serving up. And that's a win-win. But this tip comes with a caveat. If you're going to use a keyword domain, you need to make sure that you back it up with high-quality content to support an exact match domain name, or else Google, Bing, and other search engines may actually penalize your blog. This is because at some point, Google realized that a lot of spammy, low-quality websites were gaming the search rankings using exact match domain names. And as a result, in 2012, Google tweaked this algorithm penalizing these types of sites. The next tip I have for you for picking your blog name is to consider your audience. When it comes to considering your audience for your blog's name, it's like choosing the right outfit for the right occasion. You want it to match and make a great impression. Think about who you're writing for, your target audience. Are they professionals like folks in the business world, or are they younger, more casual and looking for a fun vibe? If you're creating content for professionals, a name that's straightforward, clear, and maybe a little more serious would be a good fit. It shows that you mean business and that your blog is a place where they can get reliable expert information. It's like wearing a sharp suit or a professional outfit to a business meeting. It sets the right tone. On the flip side, if your audience is more on the fun and casual side, you've got some room to be creative and playful with your blog's name. In fact, a name with a touch of humor or uniqueness can be a great way to attract and engage a younger or more laid-back crowd. It's like putting on that comfy, cool outfit for a relaxed gathering with your friends. Matching your blog's name to your audience expectations and preference is key. It's like speaking their language. When they see your blog's name, it should resonate with them, feel relatable, and make them want to stick around. So, in the world of blog naming, think of your audience as the guest of honor at the party. You want everything to be just right to make them feel at home. The next tip on how to choose your blog name is to keep it simple. Keeping your blog name simple is like the classic less is more concept. It's about crafting a name that's a breeze for your audience to remember, like a catchy tune that lingers in your mind. Simple names are clear and uncomplicated, which makes them easy to spell and pronounce. If your blog's name is a confusing jumble of letters and sounds, it can be stumbling block for potential readers. Simplicity not only applies to spelling and pronunciation, but also to length. Shorter names are typically more memorable. Avoid using numbers, symbols, acronyms, hyphens, made-up words, hard-to-pronounce terms, or words with double letters, as this can lead to typos and confusion. If it suits your audience, consider adding a touch of wit to your name. However, steer clear of trendy words. What's popular now might quickly lose its charms and become outdated. That's why it's essential to think about how your blog name will stand the test of time. Will it remain relevant in the years to come? Before I move on to the next tip, if you want to learn more about how to start a blog and make money blogging, then make sure you click the link in my description box, because I have a free guide that will dive deeper into how to create your own blog and get you started. This guide will walk you through the blueprint I used to start my blog that turned into a multiple six-figures business, and comes with in-depth strategies, assignments, and tons of actionable tips so you don't want to miss out. Get it for free at the link in the description box below. Moving on to the next tip, brainstorm ideas for your blog's name. Alright, let the exciting part begin. It's time to unleash your creativity. Start brainstorming ideas for your blog name, keep exploring various alternatives, and don't hesitate to dive into a thesaurus for inspiration through synonyms. Get playful with wordplay, puns, or alliteration. These techniques can give your blog name that catchy and memorable flair. Rhyming names tend to stick in people's minds effortlessly. They offer a playful quality that can attract your audience. Think along the lines of crafty chef or tech gig. Combine two relevant words to craft a unique name. If you're running a fitness blog, you might fuse fit with another word like fit journey or fit adventures. For those building a personal brand, incorporating your own name into the blog title adds a personal touch and aids in branding, like for example Sarah's Style Secrets or John's Tech Tips. Once you've generated a handful of name ideas, bounce them off friends and family to gather their feedback. They might offer valuable insight or spot potential issues. Keep in mind that sometimes the best ideas strike when you're not actively searching for them. Let your name ideas marinate as you sleep, and you might wake up with a fresh perspective or newfound inspiration. Your blog's name is a significant part of your brand identity, so take your time and select names that you'll be happy with in the long run. Now that you've got the list of names to consider, you can move to the next step. By the way, if you're enjoying the tips so far, hit the subscribe button to get more tips on how to grow your blog and make money blogging. Back to the next tip, check it out. First off, check for any unintended double meanings. Let me share a personal story. My first blog began as a platform to discuss relationships in a humorous way. I named it Tiny Love Bug after my dog Tiny and a romantic touch, but little did I know that in English, tiny love bug is a cute term some parents use for their little babies. In my early days, my blog was buried on Google's page 14, lost among baby websites, Etsy shops, and even a German blog with the same name. So my advice is to research beforehand to avoid such pitfalls. Thanks to SEO strategies I adopted, my old blog now tops the Google search results for Tiny Love Bug. But its name might still sound misleading to most people. Next, pop your chosen name into Google and see what comes up. If a big blog or website already dominates that name, even if it's not the exact same domain you had in mind, it's best to steer clear. Anything remotely similar with an established large audience is a no-go zone for you. Also, make sure there are no individuals with a very similar name. You don't want to cause confusion among your audience, and it's wise to avoid potential legal issues down the road. Check the availability of your chosen name as social media handles. It's essential to maintain consistency across all platforms. The next tip I have for you when it comes to choosing your blog's name is to check the legalities. Legalities are a crucial aspect when it comes to choosing your blog name. You want to ensure that the name you select doesn't infringe on trademarks or copyrights, as using a name that's already protected can result in severe legal problems in the future. You can start by searching trademark database both at the national and international levels. In the United States, you can use the United States Patent and Trademark Office USPTO online database. In other countries, there are similar resources. This will help you determine if anyone has already registered the name as a trademark in your jurisdiction. If you find a registered trademark with a name similar to your chosen blog's name, just steer clear. Sometimes, even if a name is trademarked in one industry, it might be available in another. Check not only for identical names, but also for similar sounding names in your niche. Consult with an attorney who specializes in intellectual property law if you're unsure about potential conflicts. Remember, the consequences of using a name that infringes on someone else's intellectual property can be expensive and damaging to your blog's reputation. It's always advisable to do your due diligence to ensure that your blog's name is legally sound and uniquely yours. Moving on to the next tip, search for domain availability. Having a domain name that matches your blog's name is essential for brand consistency and credibility. It's much easier for your audience to remember your blog if your domain name aligns with your blog's name. You can use domain registry like GoDaddy, Namecheap, or Google Domains to search for domain availability. They have search tools where you can enter your desired domain name and they'll tell you if it's available. These registries also provide suggestions for alternative domain names if your first choice is taken. As to domain extensions, you've got to aim for .com. It's the big shot of domain extension, the one everybody recognizes and trusts. When most people think of a website, it ends with .com. So if your domain name is not .com, you might be missing out on some potential visitors. You also must have your own domain, like yourblogsname.com. This is way more professional than using a subdomain on one of those free platforms domains like yourblogsname.blogspot.com, yourblogsname.wordpress.com. The best way is to have your own domain name on your own self-hosted WordPress blog. For new bloggers, my go-to recommendation for web hosting is Bluehost. It's very affordable, and when you start with Bluehost, they throw in a free domain for you, saving you even more. I'll link to it in the description box down below. Now, if you're still on the fence about what niche your blog should be in, I want you to watch this video next, where I go through the exact steps to pick the perfect niche for your blog. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao e a presto!